Time now for our personal finance corner on Markets at Lunch. We do get our viewers connected with some of the top personal finance experts out there. And today Mr. Roongta is joining us to answer our viewer queries. Hi Mr. Roongta. Our first query of the day is coming in from Roopchand, who's written in, I'm over 55 and a non-working individual in the 20% tax bracket. I'm expecting a sum of money from a maturing FD that I need to put to work immediately to earn the best returns while saving tax. I understand that HDFC Prudence Fund is paying a dividend at 1% a month on this scheme. I want to invest 12 lakh as a lump sum for a regular monthly income of about 10,000 a month. Kindly advise if this is a good idea. Hi Mr. Roongta, it's Nantara. What would you tell Roopchand? Is it a good idea or not?
The fund that you have mentioned, HDFC Prudence Fund, is an excellent balanced fund. Like other balanced funds, this fund as well has about 65 to 70% in equity and about 30 to 35% in debt. Whilst it has been declaring dividends consistently over the past year or so, to expect that it will continuously declare dividends on a continuous basis will not be correct. So therefore, if the need for a consistent cash flow is very high, then I am afraid you will have to settle for a debt fund, especially because your tax rate appears to be high. You can go for an arbitrage dividend option. Typically, most arbitrage funds are able to declare on the current basis, they are able to declare 0.05% as a dividend on a month-to-month basis. So roughly, the return would typically be 6% a year rather than the 12% that you are looking for. But the chances that that kind of a return will come in steadily are much better with an arbitrage fund than with a balanced fund that you have mentioned.
Right, Mr. Roongta, hi afternoon. Got another query, and the gentleman wants to know which of these mid-cap and multi-cap funds are worthwhile to invest into, and why should he invest a lump sum. So Roopchand is saying that he's got some selected funds: Birla Pure Value, L&T Value Fund, Birla Special Situations Fund, L&T Mid-Cap Fund, Kotak Emerging Equity, as well as Birla Advantage Fund, and he wants to know how he should go about selecting one of these.
So I think all the funds that you have mentioned are good funds, whether it is Birla Pure Value, L&T Value Fund, Birla Special Situations Fund, the L&T Mid Cap, Kotak Emerging, or Birla Advantage. Now, some of them may be classified as multi-cap fund. I mean, especially say if you look at Birla Special Situations Fund, for example, rather than a mid-cap fund. But I think the important point is really whether you should invest the money as a lump sum. And I don't think it is a good idea to invest a lump sum into either of these funds immediately. That has nothing to do with the quality of these funds. It has to do with the fact that they invest in very volatile mid-cap stocks. You would be best advised to put this money into the respective liquid or short-term funds or arbitrage funds, dividend reinvestment options of each of these fund houses, whichever ones you choose, and then transfer money into these mid-cap funds over, say, at least 12 months, if not 24 months. The other thing is that please do not spread don't over diversify. Maybe you can pick up 2-3 funds depending on the amount, of course. But I think 2 to 3 of these funds should be enough to give you a reasonable amount of diversification rather than spreading it over 6 funds as you seem to be wanting to do.
Okay, so lump sum investment may not be a good idea. I can consider the liquid funds and the arbitrage ones that Mr. Roongta just spoke about. On to the third query of the day. Savita has written in, I'm a single woman in my mid-40s, quit my corporate career recently. I have a corpus of around 35 lakh rupees. I set up my own apartment and have a monthly rental income. Where should I invest this corpus? Mr. Roongta, what can Savita do?
So I think you're in a pretty good situation with your expenses coming in from the monthly rental income that you already have, and therefore I think you can use this lump sum that you have to create a good retirement kitty for yourself. I think the idea should be to spread this money, let's say 50% of this into a large cap fund, 25% into multi cap funds, and 25% into more aggressive small cap or mid cap funds. Again, I think just as we answered earlier, it is necessary that you do not invest this money as a lump sum. Put this money into the respective mutual funds, liquid or short-term funds, or in their arbitrage funds with the dividend reinvestment option, and from there over 12 or 24 months transfer them into the respective funds that we spoke about.
Right, Savita, I hope now you know what to do with your corpus. And Mr. Roongta, always a pleasure having you on the show and getting and answering of your queries. And remember, all of you watching the show, you can send us your suggestions as well as your queries. Our email address is personalfinance@etnow.tv. Also send us your contact details so we can tell you when we're taking up your query. Aisha, I don't know how you don't look sleepy at all today. I certainly am. Thanks to one of the most fantastic
Because I
ever
missed
football
it,
matches.
Nantara.
The greatest ever that I've ever seen.
I missed it. That's why I'm not sleepy.
Yeah, that's why I'm not on my A game today.
But go ahead,
I
tell us
certainly
all
missed
about
one
it
of the
since you're the
best
one who
matches
was up.
ever.